The Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. I'm trying to figure out what the Pittsburgh Steelers are trying to do, right? Like, the last video I made, I talked about how I thought they might target Malik Willis, try to target one of these quarterbacks. They didn't get Malik Willis. They didn't get Tua Tagovailoa. They didn't get Kyler Murray, right? And it's just leaving me wondering, like, what exactly are the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to do right now? Like, what are they trying to do? They already have DK on their team. That was already kind of a weird trade. People were like, DK, like, why are they trading for DK? They need to try to find a quarterback. They ended up trading for Michael Pittman. I noticed, I was like, yo, like, what are the Pittsburgh Steelers doing? Like, they don't have a quarterback. They acquire another wide receiver. And the crazy thing about that is DK Metcalf and Michael Pittman, they are similar wide receivers. Literally. DK Metcalf is just the better wide receiver. But, you know, DK Metcalf, his last 2 years, it's been a lot of up and down. Same with Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman hasn't had the success that DK Metcalf has had up to this point. But, like, they're similar wide receivers if you look at them, like, you know, from a physical appearance. Like, they're both 6'4". They're both right around the same weight. So I'm like, damn, bro, they're trying to freaking putting out like monsters of Midway Chicago out there, right? Like, they got some big ass wide receivers who were good wide receivers. And, you know, they end up signing Rico Dowdle. And I'm like, yo, dude, Rico was considered better than Chuba Hubbard with the Carolina Panthers, right? I'm like, you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, their offense, they have weapons now. Like, they have a good running back. They got 2 good wide receivers. Who's the quarterback? Who is the quarterback that's going to run this ship on offense? Because that's the biggest question. You miss out on those guys that we talked about, and I'm like, that leaves you with a couple other options, right? I mean, you could trade for Mac Jones. Maybe that's in the cards. You could trade for Spencer Rattler from the New Orleans Saints. You could trade for Tanner McKee from the Philadelphia Eagles. Those are quarterbacks to think about. But if they're not going to go for any of those guys, it's like, well, who else would they go for in this draft? Because besides Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson, I don't have a lot of faith in the rest of those guys being pretty good. Even Simpson, I'm like, I don't know, but maybe that's in the cards for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I really do find it interesting that you look at their offense right now and it's like, holy shit, dude, like the Steelers have weapons. It's just the quarterback position that they really need to figure out. And I'm just like, where are they going to go with this? Because they can only keep these guys around for so long. They got Rico on a 2-year deal. You know, they're only going to have Pittman. They're only going to have these guys aren't going to be there forever. And I'm like, you can't just sit back and not have the QB and think that everything's going to be all right. All the players on your team are only going to be there so long. So if I were a betting man, I'd say that the Pittsburgh Steelers, hey, come here, bud. Come here, bud. My dog, he's like scratching the ground like a wolf. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they must have something up their sleeve. There is no way that they ain't going to try and get a quarterback. You know, I don't know. They bring back Aaron Rodgers. Is that a possibility? Like, maybe they're just thinking like, oh, you know, A-Rod, he'll be back with us. Maybe that's the belief. I don't know. But they have to have something up their sleeve, making all of these moves, making their offense the way it is for them to be doing what they're doing. Because I'm like, why would you have a bunch of weapons on offense just for your offense to not be good? Because if you don't have a good quarterback operating and running the ship, it doesn't matter with all those weapons. It just don't. You can't just have just some guy that's just like, You gotta have somebody that has some potential. So I'm interested to see what the Pittsburgh Steelers do, because I'm like, you look at this team and we know it's been up and down with the defense, but the defense, they were good. They were good under Mike Tomlin, and I'm expecting them to be good under Mike McCarthy as well. But it's the offense in the quarterback position in specific, and along with not having weapons, right? It's been really inconsistent with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But right now you look at them and I'm like, dude, who's gonna run this ship? Who's gonna run this ship? Like, you have all of these weapons. How are you gonna make it work on offense? So I'm pretty interested to see what the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna do. Yeah, man. Honestly, you know what's crazy? Tyler Shuck. Like, I didn't have a lot of faith in Tyler Shuck, and I thought that Spencer Rattler was gonna be the guy. Spencer Rattler is still currently on the New Orleans Saints roster, Spencer Rattler's not a bad quarterback. So again, I don't know what direction they go, but I don't think Spencer Rattler would be a bad option along with those other guys. So we'll see what the Pittsburgh Steelers do. You guys let me know what you guys think they're going to do, or maybe not do anything. We don't know. Down in the comments. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. Be sure to hit the like, hit the bell notification. Gotta let you guys know all that shit. And yeah, man, appreciate you guys watching. It's your boy Shady Luke, and I'm out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.